remember when we went out on the boat with Miles when he was little?
Yeah.
And you guys were swimming and the ducks were around you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all of their heads around it.
Hey, folks. Well, we're back. It's been a very exciting last couple of weeks here on our homestead. We had some of our kids come out with our grandkids. And man, I'll tell you what, it was so amazing having them here and just kind of hanging out, not really having to worry about YouTube videos or doing much work. We did a lot of play, a little bit of work, but a lot of play. It was some much needed R&R time for Jen and I. I have been struggling with how to start this video since we've taken so much time off. I don't really have anything to kind of come back from. We just wrapped up the front porch build a few weeks ago, so we're done with that, and then with the kids here. So I had done some taping while the kids were here, and we took a ton of photographs. And so what I think we're just going to do is we're going to run the reel on that stuff, show you guys what we were doing, and then we're going to jump back over here, and I'll show you what we're doing today. So despite having the grandkids here and them being awesome and we're all having fun, I still have some work to do. With my son-in-law's help, we're going to be moving these stacks over to the lumber yard. Okay, so we got all that lumber moved over here. So Miles, are you having fun here in Maine?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you doing right now? You swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
What are you doing? That's icky. You playing in the mud. So I went to go see what the kids were doing in the garden. They got the lawnmower and the weed eater out there. They kicked me out of my own garden. Boy, I can get really used to this. Why you dressed like that? America!
Butterfly. Are you gonna be a butterfly? Be a butterfly.
So this is what happens when you go out on the trails with Grandma and Macy. Macy falls asleep. Well, that's it. Kids are gone. The kids left this morning. They go back home to Illinois. And Jen and I have a ton of work to do today. We've got something really big going on tomorrow that I'm going to share with you folks in this video. But before we get into that, one of the projects we worked on this week was hanging these 2x4s here in the greenhouse. We've got some hooks with some strings that Jen found and she wants to try out. All right, so we've got our strings in place, and so basically they just connect to the string, and this is actually grabbing the string nice and tight, and then so you really don't even have to. Here's the bottom of the string. You don't really actually have to bury it or stick it in the ground or anything, and that way it holds up the plants without any cages or anything like that. Jen's working over here on this one.
I'm gonna trim this one up a little bit.
They're looking good.
Sure are.
And for those of you folks who are feeling ambitious and want to give these things a shot, there's a link in our description. Now that we're done with that, I've got quite a bit of tractor work I have to get done. Like I said earlier, we've got big news for our homestead. Tomorrow, we're having a delivery, and I cannot wait to share it with you folks. So in this video, we're going to be going through a monumental project here on our homestead. What we're doing today is not what we had planned. As is the case with living off grid, plans change. You have to adapt to the situation and you have to pivot when needed. And so let me show you what happened to all the gravel. So all of the gravel that we had over there is now we've built this pad out here in the woods because of Jen's studio. Now here's the big change. Here's the big news. We're not building it. Actually, we had a opportunity come up where we were able to purchase a 10x16 Amish built shed, and it's getting delivered today. So with all the lumber moved, we'll be able to use that on future projects that we may need. So I'm kind of happy that we went this route. It's going to save me about 4 weeks worth of time. So we actually purchased 2 sheds. It was kind of a 2-for-1 deal. And so the one shed will come here for Jen's studio. The other one we're going to be selling. So yeah, so right now I got to get some stuff together. We've got to load up the Jeep. We're going to take a ride over to where the sheds are at. We're going to be meeting our mover in a couple hours, and then we're going to get these things moved over here. And truth be told, I was really looking forward to building Jen's studio, but at the end of the day, I don't mind just buying the shed and putting it up, because we've done a lot of building here. We're still not done. We've got a lot left to do this summer. Specifically over here, we're going to be converting this building here to our chicken coop. So as soon as I can get the studio up and running and get Jen moved over here for the most part, then we can switch gears and spend the time that we need to spend converting that building to a coop. There's always things changing on the homestead, and you know, this is just par for the course. You can have the best plan in the world, and then in an instant it can change, and that's okay. And you pivot as you need to pivot, and in our case it worked out in our benefit. All right, here they are. 2 10x16 sheds. Now this first one here, this is Jen's studio. We're gonna get this thing moved over to the homestead. We're gonna get it insulated. We're gonna get a ceiling in it. And yeah, this thing is badass. We are also going to be putting bigger windows in here. Those are just, I don't know, small. Now, we talked about possibly putting a regular door in here, but we do like having the double door because we will be moving bins in and out of here. So that'll help be able to do that easily. So it's a little smaller than what we wanted, originally, but it's gonna work and she's happy. So that's all that matters. Yeah, her being happy is hands down the most important part. So, all right, so let's look at the second shed. Now this is the shed that we're gonna be selling. It's the same shed. It's the same shed, same size. The big difference is it has a different color door. All right, so we come in this one, and we do have a snowblower in here, which came with the deal, but it doesn't run, so that's going to be a project I'll be working on to get that thing running. But as far as the shed is concerned, same setup, same thing. When the homeowners bought this, they bought 2 of them, and this is what they got. So this is what we'll be selling, and we'll be getting that thing listed as soon as we get this to the homestead. They are pretty badass, and I'm really, really happy that we were able to get the deal that we got on these because, like I said, this helps a lot in my time this summer, being able to get all the projects done that we needed to get done and still be able to have a little fun with family. So yeah, so right now I'm just waiting for the mover to come. We're going to be pulling this one first, and then we'll come back and get that one. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous. You know, it's not a straightforward pickup. He's going to have to do a little bit of maneuvering. And then when he drops that first shed off, Jen's cabin for her studio, he's going to have to maneuver it to get it back to where we want it. I hope he can do it. I really hope he can. I got a lot of faith in this guy. He's the same guy who dropped off our 2 cabins, you know, but I don't know. I'm nervous. At this point, we are looking for a large skunk because it stunk. So we have a skunk underneath our building, and they're repositioning everything. So we'll see if we can get him out of there, or if he's going to take a trip back to Hanbleceya Ranch. I have no idea where that skunk is right now. I hope he doesn't hitch a ride to our place, but we'll see. He might come running out this way. I should probably get out of here. It's crazy how they do this. Holy shit, there he goes. And he's underneath the other one. He didn't like that.
That thing is massive.
Yeah, it is.
I was expecting it just to be a little baby or something.
Well, he was a big one. He was not having that. All right, so we got the first one up, and I am gonna race home and get a few things ready, and we'll wait for the movers. I've never seen this before. This thing is so cool. I mean, I've seen YouTube videos of it, but I've never seen it actually in real life. Let's check it out. We had to take this tree down. That's fine, no biggie. Hopefully we can get it in the spot we want it. I don't know, that's a tight squeeze. They are doing everything they can to make it fit. These guys are absolutely incredible. The way that they're working together, making this thing fit. Oh man, they're not there yet, but hell, they're getting there. All right, those guys did a great job. They put this thing exactly where we wanted it. Right on the pad. Gives me enough room up front here because I am going to build a porch next year. Boy, they did a hell of a job getting that thing in there. Man, oh man. Yeah, I am really happy. So let's check this out. For this season, all we want to do is we want to get her moved in here. So we're going to add a ceiling in here, put some insulation. For the walls, I think all we're going to do is throw some bubble wrap on it, just so we can get her in here for the winter time. And then next year, we'll spend the time to do this up right. Because I don't really want to rush it. I want to do it right. So, man, we are happy. So now that this shed is here, we're going to take a couple of days and kind of regroup, figure out what our strategy is for this summer, because getting this in here really did save us about 4 or 5 weeks of work. The next big project we've got is over here on this building. We're going to be building a new coop and a new run in that building. So yeah, but for now, we're going to take a few days. It's been a incredible last couple of weeks, having the kids and the grandkids here, and now having Jen's studio brought in. We're just so grateful and so happy to the family that came out, and we're very grateful to you folks for sticking around and joining us on our journey off-grid here in Maine. So that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do that. Also check out our website at www.hanbleceya.com, where Jen sells all of the stuff that she makes, and which is why we even got this building to begin with. We wanted to, have a place where she could do all of her handmade stuff, and we do sell those on the website. In addition to that, we also have our Patreon and our YouTube memberships that you folks can also join if you want to. All right, well, that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching it, and we'll see you folks on the next video.